Hey everyone, here today we have a Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty, and this one is Magic Dragon. So this is one of their Hypercolors putties, and what Hypercolor means is that it changes color as you play with this. So basically heat sensitive, um, it starts off as one color when it's cooler, and as it warms up it does change color. So here we could kind of see it goes from like like this dark green into this like yellow, and it has some nice pretty pieces in here as well, like these little gold, kind of goldish brown, maybe I guess you could say copper flecks in there. But here's the back of it with a little bit of description. I guess they're calling them bronze sparkles. So I was saying copper, but I mean bronze copper, pretty much similar. But let's open this one and take a look. Okay. So kind of right off the bat here, you can see it is this dark green. It's actually coming through on the camera a little bit darker than it is in person. I'm definitely seeing on my end just maybe a little bit more green element, where this is kind of almost looking a little bit more, kind of has like some blue to it. But it's fairly close. It's close enough for purposes of this video. I think it actually does get darker too. That's the one thing you'll find with these hypercolor putties, is that right now I'm very much in a room temperature room. I think it's like 78 degrees in here. So that will kind of give you more of its midpoint of the color. Whereas if I were to have this in a colder area, or even if I were to put it in the fridge or the freezer, which I wouldn't recommend doing for a long time, but maybe just to play with, put it in there for, 10, 15 minutes, you will see this get even darker. And then you can have a little bit more fun playing with it to get, the full spectrum of color change. But just something to keep in mind as we play with it, that we are at room temperature, and, it's going to have a little bit less change, I guess you would say, as we play. So already there you can see kind of, it must have been a little bit warmer right here for some reason. But what I like to really do with these putties is kind of break it up into 3 pieces. So we'll get one piece here. I mean, look at that. That's already changing. That's awesome. And let's put this one up here. And I'll start kind of, playing with this as I'm talking about it. But you can see, it has those nice bronze sparkles in there. I would say as far as the texture, this one is a little bit firmer. Most of the Hypercolor putties are a bit firmer. So, the putties, they vary from soft to firm. And this is definitely on the firmer side. I would probably give it maybe, let's say, medium firm. Not as firm as maybe some of the other putties. But definitely up there. One of your more firm putties. And as I play with this, I'll try to kind of go with some speed here to get the color change. You'll notice as it warms up, as I'm creating friction with my hands, we're getting that color change already. I mean, you can even see, looking back to our original here, we're getting some of the change. So let's keep going a little bit. We could probably just hold it in our hands here. Yeah, look at that. We're already at the medium color, I would say. So let's get that all rolled up. And then what I usually like to do once I have it kind of at its like, next color, is break it again. I'll put this piece up here with that one. You can see they're very nice, very, very different already. And this, to me, the color changing, I really do love it. I think it's super fun. I'm really happy that it works well. And that's something that I would give a little bit of caution with the Hypercolors, is that this has been a type of putty they've been doing for a while as a company. And I have noticed that the older variations of Hypercolors, unfortunately, just don't tend to work as well. And you'll see this in reviews of the putties. If you ever read the reviews of the putties, you'll see a lot of people say, it doesn't change color, it doesn't work. And unfortunately, I've had, I would say there is some truth to that in the older putties. I do have some of the older Hypercolors. I'll make videos of them and show. But man, I played with them for 15, 20 minutes. I got them as warm as I could get them. And the color change is subtle at best. It's nothing nearly as, look at that, dramatic as this. And just, we're making this video for 5 minutes. I'm not even like really trying to play with it, too much. I'm just kind of talking as I stretch it out here. Um, but as kudos to Crazy Aaron's and their company, this putty is from 2022, and they had another one, Intergalactic, which also works extremely good. But anyway, their newer Hypercolors, they work. I mean, look at it. You can see. I mean, this is how it should be. This is perfect. This is super fun. I mean, in 5 minutes, we got 3 different colors, which is incredible. And to me, that's just super satisfying. I really give them big kudos for improving the formula. Um, but definitely be cautious if you're looking for a hypercolor that's maybe earlier, than let's say 2022. Kind of, I have some of them, they don't work as well, but this one works amazing. So, I mean, I think we can maybe get it a little bit more yellow, but for the sake of time, I'm going to do what I love to do with these. And I have my 3 pieces now. I have my, medium green here, my yellow, and my dark green. And I like to stack them all up. I'll give them like one little stretch here just to get them even. And I twirl them. And how cool is that? I mean, look at that. That's so fun. I love it. It's like a really fun candy cane. Let's see, make a little candy cane shape here. And then when I'm done with that, I usually just like to stretch it, and you'll see just the colors all kind of blend in together so beautifully. Man, that's awesome. And the pieces in here too are really nice. They do add just a tiny bit of grittiness, like most of the bigger sparkles will do, or even some of the smaller sparkles add a little bit of grittiness. But still very, very pleasant to feel on the hands, not sharp or anything. And this is a hypercolor that just works amazingly well. I mean, just as you've seen here in this short video. And now it's kind of all mixed in. We could probably, it's kind of at that medium green. We could get a yellow if we want it. But that's it. That is the Magic Dragon Putty. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, I would definitely appreciate a like on the video and subscribe for more videos in the future. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon.